Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nicholas Bogroff Gansel, and I am creatively bankrupt. So today, we are diving into Season 1, Episode 7 of Avatar, The Last Airbender, titled Winter Solstice Part 1, The Spirit World. That sounds like some straight-up Legend of Zelda shit right there. Okay, I have no idea what that title means. I don't know what the significance of the Winter Solstice is for element benders. I don't know what the Spirit World is, unless it has something to do with the avatars and how he can, get possessed by the spirit of the avatar, and he learns things about the past avatars because they live inside him or something. So I don't know, it might have something to do with that, or it might not. Part 1. I know what Part 1 means. Part 1 means there's going to be a Part 2. So I predict this episode will end on a cliffhanger. I'm not looking forward to that. That's going to suck. You remember how well I reacted to the cliffhanger at the end of the pilot. Oh, are you kidding me? Motherfucker. I am not pleased. Shit. Okay. There may be some outbursts of frustration this episode. I don't think Zuko will catch up with them this episode. Although, he might be the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger might be Zuko catches up. I do hope Zuko has a B storyline, because he wasn't in episode 5 at all, and he was only in episode 6 at the very end to be like, oh no, Zuko's hot on their trail, when he picked up Katara's mother's necklace that she lost on the ship. Yeah, I don't have a ton of predictions. I'm still figuring out sort of the pattern of this show, what the formula is. As best I can tell, they're going to meet some earthbenders. There's going to be some kind of element bending duel, or maybe a battle, like last episode. That was awesome. And there's going to be a cliffhanger ending. That's pretty much it. Oh, and I predict that Sokka is going to be the butt of a lot of physical comedy. Whether it's stuff falling on him tripping, and yeah, anything like that, because that keeps happening, so. That's not the most insightful intro I've ever done. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot more to say, but I'm excited to watch this because this show's always good. We're only 6 episodes in, and I'm already loving every minute of it. I think this is just a fantastic show. So let's get started. Oh, and as always, if you're watching my videos without watching the original content first, you're doing the content a disservice and you're doing yourself a disservice. If you really do want your first experience of Avatar to involve me, then head over to my Patreon. For just $1, you can get access to my uncut reactions that you can play alongside the original content. Let's dive in. Oh, that's how you punctuate. Every place I've looked at this title, it's been punctuated differently. IMDb, Netflix, and the show itself.
Those clouds look so soft, don't they?
Like
you
Appa's
could just
fur.
jump down and you'd land in a big, soft, cottony heap.
Maybe you should give it a try.
You're hilarious.
Asshole.
I'll try it.
And this is why we love Aang.
Turns out clouds are made of water.
The Avatar before you? He died over 100 years ago. How are you supposed to talk to him?
I don't know.
Oh, Mama. He's behaving like a kitty.
Uncle Iroh!
Zuko!
Over here.
Hot spring bath.
We need to move on.
The temperature's just right. I heated it myself.
Ha! That didn't even occur to me. You can totally do that as a firebender.
Are you ready to be cheered up? No. Ow! Hey, how is that cheering me up?
What the fuck?
Cheered me up. Ow! Yeah, I probably deserve that.
When I saw the flying bison, I thought it was impossible.
Because bison don't fly. That building ain't looking so hot.
It is the greatest honor of a lifetime to be in your presence.
Nice to meet you, too. So,
As the solstice approaches, The natural world and the spirit world grow closer and closer until the line between them is blurred completely.
I did not know that.
Who better to resolve a crisis between our world and the spirit world than the Avatar himself?
I don't
You are
know
the great
anyone who knows
bridge between
anything
man
about
and
this.
spirits.
Right, that's me. Hey, great bridge guy. Maybe whatever I have to do will just come to me.
Like Momo
I
does.
think you can do it, Aang.
Yeah. We're all gonna get eaten by a spirit monster.
Speaking the truth. I like it.
A meadow ball.
Hello?
I should have known. You startled me, little one.
His voice and cadence reminds me a little of the narrator of the Mystery Lodge at Knott's Berry Farm. Oh shit!
He's a Fire Nation soldier.
He's no ordinary soldier. This is the Fire Lord's brother, the once great General Iroh.
He still seems pretty great. Like, don't underestimate that dude. He seems fantastic. Oh damn, that is a fast sunset.
I hereby ask you to please leave this village in peace. Okay.
That was his best "you shall not pass" impression. Oh my god. No. All of the no. No, 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 no. You nope the fuck out of there. Jesus
You
Christ.
must be the Heibai spirit. My name is...
God damn it, Aang. Just once be as afraid of something as I am. Oh god. No, that's not alright. I don't like the extra arms.
The Avatar's methods are unusual.
Aang will figure out the right thing to do, Sokka.
Will he, though?
I command you to turn around now!
Finally. At least that's a response.
Sokka, wait!
I like that Sokka's not a coward. He might be an idiot, but he's not a coward.
It looks like there's been a landslide, sir.
Land doesn't slide uphill. My uncle's been captured by earthbenders.
And I like that Zuko's smart. Oh shit! He took him to the spirit world.
I failed.
For now.
Where are you taking me?
We're taking you to face justice.
Oh, give him some clothes for God's sake.
But
You once laid siege to it for 600 days, but it would not yield to you.
Shit.
the great city of Ba Sing Se.
Uncle Iroh don't give a fuck. He sleeps where and when he wants. And leaves clues behind.
The sun is rising.
Oh, but now Aang's in the spirit world
He will
too.
return soon.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, that's Uncle Iroh.
I love that tonal shift. Can you not airbend in the spirit world? Oh, shit.
I can't airbend in the spirit
Because
world.
they're physical elements.
You're Avatar Roku's animal guide. Like Appa is to me. I need to save
Oh.
my friend and I don't know how.
I didn't know that was a thing. Did they mention what kind of animals those are? They look like dodos or something. Uncle Iroh
What's the
can
problem?
see the spirit world?
These shackles are too loose. They jangle around and bump my wrists.
Very well. Corporal, tighten the prisoner's handcuffs.
Clever bastard. Oh shit, with his feet! I love he did that with his nostrils, because he says back in like the first or second episode, the power in firebending comes from the breath. So that's pretty cool. It's the spirit world getting close. Oh, cool! So at a certain time of day, the light will shine on the statue and he'll be able to talk to him. Right?
And the light will reach Roku on the solstice.
Oh, certain
So
day of the
that's why I'll be
year.
able to speak to Roku?
Because the solstice is when the spirit world and the physical world
Save Sokka now.
are, you know, the barrier between them falls down or whatever. Oh shit, they're gonna bury him. I like that they each ride their different types of creatures. Oh, so he did catch up, sort of. Choose your uncle, man. Choose your uncle.
These dangerous hands must be crushed.
What? No, what? That's not right. Oh!
Clearly outnumbered.
This is where we get our bending battle.
But you are clearly outmatched.
Oh, fuck yeah. Uh-oh, what you doing? Yes! I love it.
Now, would you please put on some clothes?
Where the fuck did you come from? Oh shit. Like what the dragon did to him.
But my friend gave me hope that the forest would grow back.
Aww, you're there. Whoa.
Sokka!
Well done. I didn't expect it to get
Only there were a
resolved.
way to repay you for what you've done.
You could give us some supplies and some money.
Sokka?
What? We need stuff.
It would be an honor to
We
help
need
you prepare
stuff.
for your journey.
And I think I found a way to contact his spirit. That's great!
Creepy, but great.
There's a temple on a crescent-shaped island. The island is in the Fire Nation.
That's, not ideal. Oh, that's the cliffhanger! That's, okay, so it's like its own episode, but it introduces the elements you need for the next episode. No pun intended. Okay. I can fuck with that. So that was Season 1, Episode 7 of Avatar, The Last Airbender. That was a very entertaining episode. I wasn't expecting the conflict in the A storyline to be resolved this episode. I thought that was going to be what carried over to the second episode. But this works. It, ending on that kind of cliffhanger where it's like, yo, we gotta go into the heart of the Fire Nation. That's pretty cool. So I was partially right in my prediction that Zuko would not catch up with them this episode, because they didn't quite catch up with them this episode. But I was wrong that the cliffhanger would be him catching up. And I was also wrong as to the nature of the cliffhanger. I know it didn't clarify in the intro, but I was thinking it would be like a big, oh my god, we're in the middle of something crazy and dangerous, or... My instinct was we got kidnapped, but that happened last episode, that they got, you know, it was literally called imprisoned, so I didn't think it would happen again, specifically, so soon, but, yeah, overall, I really liked this episode. The battle with, seeing Zuko and, Uncle Iroh fight together, dude, that was awesome. I don't think we've gotten that yet. We saw a little bit, like, we've obviously seen Zuko fight, and we saw his uncle protect him from a firebender very briefly in episode 3, after the soldier or general, whoever was, lost the duel to Zuko, and then was being a bitch about it, and was like, I'm gonna attack you anyway, and he, like, you know, stopped him and put him down. So we knew that he was powerful, but getting to actually see him in action, and especially, you know, side by side with Zuko, that was just really cool. And that line about yeah, we're outnumbered, but we're clearly outnumbered, but you're clearly outmatched. That was fantastic. Yeah, overall, it was just another solid episode. We got some really funny Sokka moments, which I appreciate. I love that Sokka always, like, says what's on his mind. Like, he does not hold back. He's a little bit like the Cordelia Chase of the show, where it's like, he'll say the thing that everyone's thinking, but no one wants to say. Where it's just like, hey, we're all gonna die. You know? It's like, oh, Aang doesn't know what he's doing? Fantastic, we're all gonna die. So I really appreciate that about him. I'm glad we're getting a better sense of, the nuances of their characters as the show goes on. I'm really looking forward to next episode. Because they hinted that they teased that thing about a meteor, or an asteroid meteor. I forgot. I think they said it was a meteor. Which I don't know what that means, but it's like this might be something that's actually beginning to build a long form storyline, because I feel like a meteor is usually a sign of something. Can you tell I don't know a lot about astrology? But a comet, that's what they called it. They called it a comet. But I feel like, aren't comets supposed to like come during like the changing of a great age or something? I'm making that up. I actually don't know. But hopefully we'll find out what that means and what it's foretelling, what it's what future's being predicted or foretold or whatever. And I don't expect it to be like, hey, this comet's gonna hit the Earth or whatever planet they're on and blow it up. I feel like it's more just, this is symbolic for what it represents, what it means astrologically. But we'll find out, and I'm really curious about that. We'll finally get to meet another Avatar, at least in spirit form, and learn a little bit more about the Avatarness of our boy Aang there. Yeah, overall, I feel like next episode's going to be really good. Hopefully, now that Zuko got to actually rescue his uncle and sided with, I'm going to save my family instead of I'm going to pursue the Avatar. Hopefully that'll have some good character stuff built on that. I just really love Zuko's character. I love his relationship with his uncle. They like the fact that when he shows up, it's like, oh, very impressive, great form. And he's like, well, you taught me well. Like, Zuko can fully acknowledge the people who have helped him and his own failures, which is something that you don't often get in villains, specifically adolescent villains. Specifically adolescent villains on a show that's, on Nickelodeon. Like, the idea that they know a lot of kids are going to be watching this. It has to be accessible to kids. And yet they're still creating this morally gray character that's like, he's not just an asshole. He's not just evil. But he's not, like, a good guy who's been led astray, as far as we can tell yet. It seems like his goals are wrong-headed. And, he has bought into this culture of violence that, the Fire Nation has. But, in spite of that, he's still able to be like, look, I respect my elders, I respect my uncle, but I don't take shit from people. So just because you're older than me or in a higher position of authority than me doesn't mean I'm going to take your shit, because you're not automatically better than me. But, like, when he fails, he can be like, well, I underestimated him. I won't make the mistake again. And he can be like, look, I brought shame on myself, and I have this fucked up eye, which I don't remember if we found out exactly how he got that, but they definitely alluded to that. And he's like, I need to capture the Avatar in order to regain my honor so that my father will see I am worthy of the throne. And I just love his character. I know it's only been like 7 episodes, and he wasn't even in 2 of them hardly, but the little pieces we're getting of who he is are just painting such a compelling picture of who this dude is, internally, like what his internal life is like. And that's fantastic. And who doesn't want an uncle like that, who's just chill and relaxed, but will correct you, not in like an asshole harsh way, but it's like, he can say, no, the power comes from the breath, not the muscles. Like, he can actually teach him and tell him, this is the better way, this is the more correct way. But he also gives him the freedom to, like, make his mistakes and learn from them. And he's willing to be like, wow, you're doing really well, you've learned a lot. Their relationship is fantastic, and I love them both individually as characters. And every time we get a scene with them, I feel like we're peeling back a layer of kind of their dynamic, and we're learning more about them. So I really love that. So I guess that's all I have to say about this episode. Come back next week, and we'll check out Part 2. I didn't look up the title of Part 2, so I'll say it next week. Y'all can look it up on IMDb or Netflix. And obviously, if you can't wait that long, the link to my Patreon is in the description. You can get episodes up to 4 weeks early there, as well as the uncut versions of the reactions. And as always, please like and subscribe, because I'd love to have you all coming back on the regular.